Hello, everyone. This is your Guild Master of Production, Rick Perry, and welcome to the lost episode of Caster's Guild. This episode was originally supposed to be the season finale for Season 2. Due to technical difficulties, we lost the audio for more than half of the episode, and for the other half, some of the audio is extremely quiet, some of it's choppy. I've done the best I can with it in post-production, but I'm going to be honest, it's not easy to listen to, but if you want some extra content, have an idea where we were toward the end of Season 2, this episode was recorded in mid-October. We're talking about some of the things that we are excited about that are coming out. Obviously, some of those things have come out since then, but you can also see how some of our predictions lined up, and it's pretty funny. So please enjoy this for what it is, and tune in to the next episode of Season 3.
So next up, we watched a trailer for Far Cry 6.
I picked that one.
It was good. I mean, Far Cry's solid. Wait, wasn't there one where he shapeshifted into an animal?
Primal.
Primal. That's all. Like Far Cry is like I never really know what to expect from the game. Like I actually didn't play 1 and 2. 3 was the first one I played. So 3 and 4 are kind of like your generic whatever, random RPG open world. And then Primal is so different. Like you get taken back. It's almost like a completely different game. And then you think that they're gonna jump back into like with 5. I think they're just gonna jump back into the like normal world type stuff. And then no, it's like a cult in Montana that you get trapped in, and it's like almost a horror type game. So it's still got the same elements where you like take over like a region of the map, and then you move on and capture and beat each like little boss there generally. But the themes and everything are so different that I don't really know what to expect in this one. Like it seems like you're trying to overthrow what's that actor's name? Giancarlo
Esposito.
Yeah. So I like him too. He's good and everything. So yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen him in anything that's bad. I heard he was going to be a Mandalorian, and it was like, really? And then he was in it. I was like, fuck, all right. But yeah, I'll have to say that the only Far Cry I've played is Primal. So, and that was like my first introduction to it. And then I saw like some of the later Far Cries, because I never messed with it after that, because it wasn't for me. And I saw it, I was like, oh, this is nothing like the Far Cry I played.
Yeah, not at all. There was even like what was it called? It was like an add-on to 3, I think, and it was like a weird Blood Dragon. It was like an old 80s sci-fi type thing, I think. I don't know. They're all over the place. So that's why I like it.
Do what you want. I mean, if people are buying it, fucking do what you want.
And my favorite part of one of them is like, of all the things that you fight, the most powerful is just these stupid honey badgers. Like they. Just follow that meme, like honey badger don't give a fuck. Like you don't mess with a honey badger. You fight a bear, like lion, whatever, no problem. It's a couple shots. But that honey badger thing takes like 50 bullets to kill.
I believe the worst part is it was probably already dead and was just still moving after you.
So next up, we watched a trailer for Destiny 2: The Witch Queen.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I will say that probably anybody who has played Destiny would have watched that trailer and be like, oh yeah, I know what's going on. This looks awesome. All right, these things that happened in this game are happening here now, and I understand. Me, it's like, all right, who?
Yeah.
I mean, this looks great, but what?
I mean, it is technically... So it is technically just the expansion, but with Destiny, they basically said like, "Hey, we're not going to make new games like every year. We're just going to add to it." So it's their way. It's a new game. It's the same base, but it's a completely new
gotcha
story and everything. So it's like a huge expansion. But
it's kind of a good way to do it, though. You know what I mean? Like especially like if you're like, okay, we have this game, we're doing it for $50, and it's a full game. It's a full game. You'll get all this enjoyment out of it. Maybe in a couple years, we're going to do an expansion to it. It'll be $20. And it's going to add a whole new thing to this level of gaming. And it'll be almost like a new game, but not quite. I kind of wish that more games would do that.
Except it's still 50, 60.
Oh, fuck. Oh
It's
no!
basically like they're coming out with a new game, but you get to keep all your progress from the other one without having to transfer it over to a new. I mean, yeah, it's basically like you're buying a new game every year, but you get as much content of a new game. So I don't know. I'm an addict. So
You don't get as much content.
no. You do until they
Oh,
remove it later on. You know, it's hard to explain in this quick 5 minute thing roughly that we get, but
that's fair.
I'm addicted regardless. I've spent about I added it up yesterday actually for somebody else. I've spent between Destiny 1 and 2, I've played about 6,000 hours of the game. So I'm
That's a lot of
extremely
hours.
excited for which basically like one of the old people like the person that you saw, she is the like sister sort of a couple of the other hive gods is what they're called that you've already killed, and she's coming to uh, get revenge.
Oh,
And then those little like flying bug type things that you
Pro
see
versions
are
of the
like
ghosts.
yeah. So in Destiny,
Yeah.
you've got the ghosts that revive you that they first brought you to light, like to let you wield the power of the light. And so she's now Savathun has brought these hive ghosts along and is raising up all these hive that you've already killed, and they have the power of the light just like you do. So it's like, wait, so if you kill them, do they get revived by their ghosts just like you do? And they get like the same abilities, like you see in the trailer. They use one of the abilities that we've had for like 4 years, and they throw it back at you, and it's like, whoa.
that's cool.
So if
Okay,
you play the game, it's huge, but
context helps that trailer a lot.
Yeah. So next we watched the trailer for Metroid Dread, which that was one of the ones I put up there. I've been a Metroid fan for a long time. It's difficult to be out there as a Metroid fan because there's not a whole lot to celebrate for Metroid because they don't come out with a whole lot of games, and like when they do, it hasn't been a mainline one since Metroid Fusion for the Game Boy Advance.
Hmm.
But this is great because it picks up right where Metroid Fusion left off, which all the mainline Metroid games too, from Metroid to Metroid Returns, Samus Returns to Super Metroid to Metroid Fusion, like they all pick up right where the previous one left off, and so you get the complete story of Samus. So I'm pumped. I mean, like I've been waiting for this since Metroid Fusion. The gameplay looks great. It's like the standard Metroidvania style that you expect. Looks like there's a lot of really cool new powers. Looks like they took a lot of stuff from the remake Samus Returns that came out not that long ago. So yeah, I'm super excited for it.
It looks good. It looks like Metroid, and
Yeah.
you gotta don't.
It sure does.
It sure does look like Metroid. It has a very Metroidy feel to it, with the rollies and the jumpies and the shooties. I mean,
Pew pew.
what more can you ask
Yeah.
for?
Yeah. There'll be plenty of backtracking, which is just standard.
Standard, yeah. And the rollies. Are there brains in it? That's the only thing I remember from Metroid is Mother
The
Brain.
Mother Brain, most likely
Yeah.
not. Mother Brain has been gone for quite some time.
Isn't
But
there a
if all of a
Metroid where
sudden Mother Brain came back, that would be huge. I mean, like that'd be big.
was there a Metroid where you made friends with a brain or a Mother Brain or something like that?
Kind of. So like one of the last remaining Metroids, because like Samus basically made the Metroids go extinct, but then she realized that was a bad thing and should not have done that because the Metroids were a natural predator of something worse. So one of the last remaining Metroids, Samus kind of started to take care of. It was like a little baby Metroid, and eventually it grew up and transformed into, I forget what they call it. I think it's just a morphed Metroid or something like that, an ascended Metroid or something like that, which essentially is what Mother Brain was the head of one of those things. So you get to see like the head on the whole body, like it's this creature, and like it comes and saves her. So,
Gotcha. Shoot.
but yeah, after that we watched the trailer for the new Saints Row game, finally rebooting that franchise. I mean, like I didn't know where else they were gonna go because they were kind of going more and more ridiculous with each next version of that game. So I
yeah.
didn't know how they were going to go any more ridiculous than how they. So a reboot was probably the next best move, just to kind of reset and go back down to the street level.
Yeah, they didn't really have a choice. It was
Not
yeah.
really, no.
It's like they just wanted to keep outdoing the last game. And yeah, like you said, that I don't know what they could have done to top.
I wonder when they're going to try to go to the route of GTA Online and do
I
like a
hope not.
Saints Row Online.
Hopefully not.
It would be 100% trolls all the time. Like the online, like just the type of game it is. Like if people would just be trolling 100% of the time.
Wouldn't that just be the game then? Like,
You can make progress in the
Saints
game.
Row Online.
Look, when you are
Troll-
the
troll
only
version.
troll, like when you are the troll and you're kind of trolling the entire city, that's one thing. When you're getting trolled, that's not always as fun.
Just seems like a very trolly-esque game.
It is.
You would have every single person on the server running around beating each other with the penetrator.
Right.
Sounds like a good time.
Which is a cool gun, right?
It's a
Uh,
4-foot long purple dildo bat.
It still shoots stuff.
It does.
I love
pew
that.
pew.
But Baron, you were saying
Sure,
you had never
it's
played
odd
any
for
of
it.
those. You were saying you'd never played any of those games before, but you had always like kind of looked at them like maybe you wanted to play them. And
Yeah.
this is the perfect entry point into the series. They're starting over, so
oh yeah.
I'm
might
in
as
it.
well hop in.
What system do I need for it?
PlayStation 5 or PC or Xbox. So like it's all the you got a PC, you should be good.
Yeah.
And like that's honestly probably a better way to get it because that's another one where the modding community can tend to go crazy. So you can probably get some pretty cool mods for it down the road.
You say that, but I literally, oh my god!
The penetrator.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's girthy.
It does go pew pew though, right?
It goes flip flop.
Yeah, it does.
Got it.
Okay.
Pure melee.
Sure, if you put a peanut on the end of that hog, you could flip it at somebody, though.
I'm not sure with what level of accuracy, but yes. So next we watched
Different colors?
Oh,
Like match your
Something
outfits?
light does it light up?
Ooh.
No, it's
LEDs?
It's always
Hopefully in the new one.
yeah. The new
I
one
need the
looks
purple
new.
glow.
Yeah.
Yes. You can see it coming.
Hey!
Moving on. Next we watched the trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife.
You know, much like Hightail, I've been hyped for that for way too long.
Yeah. And my hype has died down, honestly, because of how long I've been hyped for it. Which could work out to the movie's favor because I'm not as hyped for it. So like if it's not awesome, like I won't care as much.
Yeah, I'm still not de-hyped enough to not go see it opening weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but this is also coming from someone who, guess what, did not like the original Ghostbusters.
For shame.
Didn't like it. I like the second one better, and I liked the reboot that they did with the women more than I liked the original Ghostbusters.
That's
Fair.
different.
That's
Yep,
fair.
I've come
Okay.
to own it. I've come to own it.
If we're talking about the original, I think that's fair. I think personally I still would put Ghostbusters 2 above the new reboot with the women. Whatever people are calling that version of the Ghostbusters now.
I think they just say Ghostbusters and then like put the date behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the date though, so
2016, I think.
Wow, that's not that long ago.
but it looks like, I mean, like, if you like Ghostbusters 2, that's awesome because it looks like some Ghostbusters 2 elements are definitely making its way. I'm pretty sure I saw the goo in the new
but-
trailer.
There's also, you saw some of that architecture in there, and I'm pretty sure Gozer is going to be in this.
Yeah, probably. I think it's going to be a nice mixture of all of it.
I have such high expectations for this one that I'm almost afraid of, how it's actually going to do.
Would it be disrespectful to see a Ghost Egon? Can I
No.
hope for a
Really
Ghost
good
Egon?
question. That's a really
I
good
think that
question.
I think that he'd be okay with it.
I do.
I
too.
mean, it is the original actors that are putting this out anyway, as far as I remember.
Is it?
I think. I don't know. This is just what I've been
I
hearing.
know Dan Aykroyd is definitely heavily involved.
Well, Dan
Yeah,
Aykroyd's
yeah.
been trying to do a fucking
Yeah.
sequel for years, but Bill Murray keeps fucking dicking it over.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why we didn't get one before Harold Ramis died.
Yeah.
It's because fucking Bill Murray kept shitting on it and wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Is
But
Murray
also,
in this?
like, I think that might be because Dan Aykroyd was ready to just pump something out, and like Bill Murray wanted it to be something quality.
It could
And
be. It could be.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
but since we've waited this long, we have Finn Wolfhard in it, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the concept that it's the kids. I like it. I want to see it.
Yep. I'm excited for it.
All right, and then we watched a small trailer, more of a teaser really, for the tragedy of Macbeth.
Yep. That was kind of my little. All right, I chose my 4, but I'm really hyped for this, and it's only like a minute long. So, just anybody can just go out and watch it. But I'll just tell you right now, it's an A24 movie who just did Green Knight. Which, if you haven't seen Green Knight, watch it. It's great. A24. Rob Cohen. Is it Rob Cohen? I believe is directing it, wrote it, and it has Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand. I mean, come on.
That's all you really
So-
need to know, really.
Yeah, and Macbeth. It's Macbeth.
Yeah, it's a classic
It's a story. It's a story good enough that it's lasted at least a couple years.
Yeah.
I mean, do you like The Lion King?
Yep, I think both of those were made in the 70s.
Right.
Yeah.
Then we
Are you
watched.
saying that Macbeth is a musical? Are
Made
there
by
a lot of
Disney.
songs?
That's exactly how Shakespeare wrote it originally, as intended. But they wouldn't let them. Apparently there was a time. It ran long on time, so they had to cut out the musical numbers.
Dang.
Also,
It was a
getting,
mistake.
getting a
Yeah, there was a
full-
lion too.
Yeah, getting a full pipe organ into the Globe Theater, just like there was a whole issue with that.
It was
thing.
too girthy.
Yeah. So then we watched the trailer, and this was our last trailer. We watched the trailer for God of War Ragnarok.
Can't wait. That's it. I can't wait. It's a sequel. It's a sequel to the last God of War movie. Holy shit! The sequel to the last God of War game. I mean, I guess the first. They've all been sequential,
Yes.
but I guess you
Including the
can
spin-offs.
spin-offs.
Ghost of Sparta, and what was the other one? There was another one that was a spin-off. Ghost of Sparta was on the PlayStation Portable, and I believe there was one that was on the PlayStation 3 that wasn't a mainline game. Like, it used a subtitle instead of like God of War 1, 2, and 3. Like, there was one that would have been God of War 4, but it wasn't because it had a subtitle on it. Now I'm gonna have to Google this real quick.
Well, I'll
Something
say
Olympus.
What's that?
Something Olympus.
Ghost of
Probably.
Olympus.
Chains of Olympus.
Chains of Olympus. Well, I'll say that like there are different sagas. Then you had like the Greek god saga that he went and killed all the Greek gods, and now we have moved over to the Norse god. So I guess we're in a Norse god saga, and this is the second game in the Norse god saga, and I'm pretty hyped for it. We got to see some people. They did some character intros. The character designs for these games so far have been amazing. Baldur in the first game was just amazing. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped for it.
So, okay. There was God of War 1 and 2. Then you had Chains of Olympus on the PlayStation Portable. Then you had God of War 3, which was on the PlayStation 3. Then God of War Ghost of Sparta, which was on the Vita, the PlayStation Vita.
Yeah.
Then there was God of War Ascension, which is another one that was on the PlayStation 3. And then we finally got God of War on the PlayStation 4, which was the official God of War 4, technically. But it was when we switched over to the new Pantheon.
Gotcha.
But I've played them all. I've loved them all. Kratos' story is just fantastic, and they haven't been able to mess it up. Like, it's no matter what they do, no matter how far they take it, like it's I'll fight anybody on this one. Like, it's good. It continues to be good.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that God of War 4 was the first God of War without titties in it, I believe. I don't believe there were any titties in God of War 4. TIDDIES.
I think
None
you're
of
right. Unless there was some on the Valkyries somewhere, the optional bosses.
Oh yeah, I didn't try to fight them. They were bitches. Oh my god,
were
they're so
bitches.
hard.
And
Good
I cannot. While I did fight them, I cannot verify if they were titties or not. I was too focused on the fight. Like, it is fucking hard.
I don't think there were titties. If anybody can confirm that there were or were not titties, go ahead and just send them to our inbox.
Castersguild@gmail.com. Send us or don't send us your God of War 4 titties.
You're right. And I may or may not confirm that titties while playing God of War 4 may or may not qualify as well. I will field those as Rick is married, and I will do my duty.
And he will decide whether or not they qualify.
Right.
But remember, you can't win it if you're not in it. So go ahead and send the pics.
This is the most shameless thing we've ever done. Please don't do this. Don't do it.
Don't send us titty pics
Yeah,
of you playing God of War. Don't do that. Like this is satire, people. It's a joke.
Have some fucking dignity and just start an OnlyFans, okay? Come on.
Baron will still subscribe. Just send the link.
Get some money off of it at least.
I will also say there's been a lot of people upset about Thor's design in God of War Ragnarok, and I can say
what?
every single
Yeah,
one
I
of you
do.
can fuck off.
Everyone, look, okay. There are two people that can fuck off because of the character designs in this game. One, beef body Thor. You guys can fucking fuck off. That's how Thor should look. The only thing different I would have done is made his hair a little more red. That's it. That Thor is Thor. That is,
exactly.
look, Chris Hemsworth, he's yummy, and I would eat fucking hash browns off of his abs, but that is not Thor, okay? That beef body Thor is Thor.
That
Also,
was a
the
little.
second-
Hold on, before you continue. That was a little too specific for you to have just come up with that. Like you've thought about that
What do you-
before.
What do you mean? I don't
Hash
understand.
browns off of his abs.
I like hash browns. I like hash browns. What can I say?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Okay, no, it's fine. Continue.
Okay. It's the second group of people that can fuck.
I totally get it.
Huh?
Said I totally get it. I understand. Please continue. Agreed.
The second group of people that can fuck right off are the people who are giving Angraboda shit
Yeah.
for being black.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? You can try to rationalize it all you want. I can try to rationalize it all I want. You guys can fuck straight the fuck off. Who the fuck cares? I'm glad that and this is based off of this is a real actress that they're basing this design off of, and there are people out there actually doing re-edits of this character to make her white. And it's fucking killing me, man.
Yeah, that's terrible. Like I hate to say it, but like, well, I don't hate to say it. I kind of love to say it. Kratos is black. He's black. I understand his skin is currently white, but that's because spoilers. If you never played the first fucking game, he's covered in the ashes of his family.
Mm-hmm.
Like his skin is black. Like if you see those cutscenes, like he's a black dude. He's voiced by
a man of color.
voice actor.
Absolutely, he's a man of color.
He is. You have a problem with there being a person of color in these games, but you've been playing as a person of color the entire fucking time. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah. Yep. No, I'm with you, man.
He's covered in his family's ashes.
Yeah.
We're not going to give you any context either.
If you've never played
Does
the
he
first
just
game, yeah.
just smear him on before every fight?
No, it's
Like
Yeah.
he's cursed.
He carries like a little compact with him. It's like, yes.
Even worse.
He's
He's like, hold on, boy. I have to fight. I have to get the. Here we go. All right.
Your
Come on,
grandfather.
hold on.
he's cursed. He can't remove them.
Yeah.
I've never played any of them, but I watched my roommate play the last one, and it looks really, really good. So I think it's free on the PlayStation Collection for the PS5. So I need to go play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the last one.
I will say it's definitely like a button mashing beat 'em up kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just stop and pay attention to the story, you get caught up in it. It's pretty
Especially
good.
the most recent one, especially God of War, for the PlayStation 4, because they did something that I don't think I've ever seen another video game do. The entire game is one shot. Like as far as camera tracking, the entire game is one. Like the camera never cuts, it never pulls away. Like when you go from gameplay to cutscene, the camera just like pans away, and like it never cuts. Like it goes just to whatever it is it wants you to focus on. Like
Yeah, because it pans in when you're doing stuff, but then once you fight, I think it pans out something. But yeah, it never cuts. It's really cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's a really cinematic game. They really focus hard on the story. There's some twists at the end, which you kind of already heard about. But I mean, if you're listening to the podcast episode where we talk about a bunch of trailers about stuff we're excited for, and you're not expecting some level of spoiler, I don't, I don't, I don't know what to tell you.
Also say that if you know anything about Norse mythology, it's not that much of a twist at the end.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's a huge climactic scene that happens, and you're just like, oh, but that's not who did that in the myths. Oh, okay, all right, I see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's really cool.
Also, in that game, it also confirms the existence of several other pantheons. So they've got quite a bit to ride on for this series for a while.
Hell yeah.
And I am very excited to see them possibly explore the Egyptian pantheon in the future. So,
Oh yeah, that's actually where he should have went next, honestly.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but he's got some more stuff to wrap up here. So,
no, I mean like they should have went there and then went to the Norse.
oh, okay.
This works.
I think they had to capitalize on the popularity of Norse
Yeah, that's
mythology
true.
as of recent. Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
strike while the iron's hot, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Vikings are so hot right now.
Exactly.
I think they're starting to fade out though, I think. I think they're going to start trying to convince us to shave our beards here pretty soon, so
Well,
Don't do it.
They can eat my ass before I'll shave my beard. So
is that an option?
always.
castersguild@gmail.com.
But before you do eat my
There,
ass,
it's fine.
just understand that I am clean because I went to geekyclean.com and got myself a bath bomb using code GuildDecree, got 10% off. You can too. Visit geekyclean.com/GuildDecree or use code GuildDecree at checkout for 10% off. Get yourself some cool bath products.
Okay, confirm.
We should film a commercial.
Yeah, totally.
Like you should film a commercial and I should film a commercial, just so since we're going on break, we can just share it every once in a while.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. Speaking of which, this is our season finale, season 2 of Casters Guild. It's been an awesome ride. Ready,
Boy, howdy, did we push out a lot of content this year.
and we're gonna try to top it next year. You know, we're only going up. I didn't say we were gonna top it. We're gonna try.
Oh, okay, we're gonna try.
But just because we don't have any more podcasts this year, that doesn't mean that there isn't plenty of stuff that you can't do with Casters Guild. Baron, you want to talk about your streaming a little bit?
Sure, actually, I guess I'm so used to not pushing my stuff that I didn't even. Yeah, you can come. I stream every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I stream different things each day. You can just go to twitch.tv/Baron Kane because I try to keep my shit accessible. So if you need to find me somewhere, it's Baron Kane. Except for Facebook. If you find me on Facebook, I probably won't add you. So have a happy day with that. But yeah, I like to mix it up. So I'm not even going to tell you what games I stream because by the time you get there, it may be something different. But yeah, but the game isn't even the point of it. I want interaction. I want you to come hang out with me. I want to talk. I want to make friends. And who knows, you come in and you share enough and you talk enough, we might have a new guild member if you have a lot to bring to the table. So, but yeah, there's that. And but you can also still find me on TikTok at Baron Kane on TikTok. And you can find me on YouTube. I'm actually going to be, with this hiatus that we're going on, I'm going to start trying to focus more on my YouTube stuff, my Dad from a Distance series. I'm going to teach you how to shop, because let's face it, a lot of us out there don't know how to shop. So
That's very true. We also now have a Casters Guild TikTok. Haven't been super active on it yet, but now that we're not focusing so hard on the podcast, they're definitely going to see content come out of there.
Yep, going from 2 hours of content to 15 seconds of content is going to be a relief.
Exactly. We also have our YouTube where we're posting our old episodes in video form. So if you prefer listening to us on YouTube versus Spotify or whatever else, you'll now have that option.
And remember, if you get YouTube Premium, you could skip all those ads.
And
We're not sponsored.
No, definitely not. Also, coming up first weekend in November, like I do every year, I am doing the Extra Life charity stream. Some other guild members will most likely be joining me. I'll be playing video games for 24 hours straight. You can donate to that, and 100% of those donations go to Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt to help pay for healthcare for kids who can't afford it. Important.
Because kids don't have jobs, so they need your help.
We also have the Casters Guild Discord. I am now running some 80s era style text adventure games on the Discord, so you can come and play along. Super fun. So there's plenty you can do with Casters Guild while you're waiting for season 3 to come out.
You're not losing us. We're still right here. You just have to, come to us. You have to come to us.
All right, so for our guild members, I have to say thank you so much for being on this episode. If anybody liked what you had to say and want to find you elsewhere on the internet, is there anywhere else they can do that?
I definitely don't do much. I'm Facebook. That's it. I don't do much.
Everybody go and add Tiff on Facebook. Everybody. Now.
You can, if you really want to interact with Tiff, you can do so on the Casters Guild Discord.
I do stream on Twitch. You can find me there as Raven underscore.
Yeah, underscore.
Wow. Raven underscore star. That's RAYVEN.
And we'll put the links in the description as well.
I do game days on Mondays, Tuesdays, photo editing Wednesday and through Friday. Mondays, I'm usually playing Dead by Daylight, and then me and a group of friends get together for a chaotic game of Among Us. In which case, I usually always die. Tuesday is always a toss-up between Dead by Daylight and 7 Days to Die. So, in some form or another, I am not making it out of the game alive.
It's true.
So,
you got anything, Jason?
If anybody ever wants to play Destiny 2, I guess. Because that's about all I do. No. Yeah, anybody's welcome to add me on PlayStation. That's about it. It's Shark1112. So, Destiny, Mad.
He's also on our Discord, so you can find him there too.
Yeah, definitely come and talk to us on our Discord. I mean, I'm still learning Discord, but I can't learn Discord if I don't have people trying to talk to me on there. So send your God of War titty pics to your Discord. What? Don't what?
Look, we don't have an NSFW channel yet, but we should probably have one. When we put it up, that should be the title of it. It should just be God of War titty pics. That should be what our NSFW channel is called. It's just
I'm in a server
titty pics,
where the NSFW channel is literally called NSFW Tiggle Vampire Biddies because of Resident Evil Village.
Yeah, Lady
Demetress.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep trying to pronounce it Q like I'm the fucking filthy American that I am. But
probably because we both pronounced it that way before we knew. Like when the hype and and she has made it into like every episode this season somehow. So
I've actually been informed that my latest Zeus cosplay looks an awful lot like a man named what's the fucking name?
Heisenberg.
It's right there on the tip of my tongue.
Huh?
Heisenberg.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I mean,
I was like, okay. Well, I mean, I've never played the game, so
D&D character is based a little bit off of Heisenberg, so
the look at least, yeah, like Heisenberg.
I mean,
oh shit, yeah, that's like a dirty version of my guy. Yeah, fuck, okay. Damn, bum him up a little bit, and see, he's right in there, or give him a nice suit.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so send us stuff that you're excited about on our Discord or at castersguild@gmail.com. Damn it. You got something to say there?
Like what, Rick?
Like trailers for games and movies that are coming out.
Oh.
We didn't mention.
Oh, okay. Nothing to do with God of War?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, at least not until we have that NSFW channel up.
Let's go ahead and get that channel built up.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's going to be it for tonight. Do you want to go ahead and throw a bow on this one, Baron?
I'll tell you, it feels good to be excited about shit again because let's just face it, because of the crisis, there hasn't really been a lot of stuff coming out. So it feels good to be getting back into the swing of things. It feels good to, be excited about things coming out. It feels good to know that at some point we may be able to afford a PlayStation 5 to play all these games that are coming out. No, okay. Well, in any case, there are still movies, and this isn't even like going into the whole. You stop it! This boat's done. Your membership has been revoked. No, I'm kidding. You know what? I didn't like your trailers. Okay. Anywho. This isn't even going over all the stuff that we, as guild members and guild masters, could be excited for, like board games and toys and all the other things and books that don't necessarily have trailers for. So,
unless you're James Patterson,
because for fuck's sake. But you know what? In this bow and in along with the God of War titties, get in here and recommend things that are coming out that don't have trailers for them. Because, you know what? We like to read. We like to play with toys. We like to play games that aren't on a PS5. It's great. Let's do this. So yeah, definitely this is this bow, along with what Rick said, this is my call to action for you guys. Please tell us what you're excited about, because that's what geeks are. We are about telling each other what we are excited about. We are about being excited about stuff. That is what being a geek is. So come be a geek with us.
All right, while I still got the chance, I'm going to go ahead and use this episode's guild decree to say that any Pokemon that are in Pokemon Legends Arceus that are no or future games, it's because Baron ate them all to extinction.
Yes.
Guild decree.
Guild decree. Rick just called me fat.
Guild decree.
Just say you gotta eat them all. That's all.
Gotta eat them all.
Gotta eat them all.
I need that shirt now. Redbubble, put it on a shirt.
All right, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Casters Guild. We were so happy to have you, and we will see you next year. Bye, everybody.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.